Hello, everybody. It is Evolve Into Wholeness with Dr. Debbie, Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. Live in your heal in your divine light, live in your power. It is Friday. We made it through this week. Friday is all about a wellness drop-in and moving into the weekend in a good light for our own healing. If you recall, throughout the week, Mondays are mindful moments and micro-learning. We did chapter 1 in the Science of the Sacred, Bridge Global Indigenous Medicine Systems and Modern Scientific Principles. Tuesday was Healing in Real Life. I believe it was Tuesday that we talked about forgiveness. Wednesday is Threads of Trinity. We crocheted together. We had chit chat on several different topics. Wednesday, Threads of Trinity. Thursday, Light Talk and Spirit Flow. We talked about divine beings, light beings, guardian angels, and how we, and intuition, how we know their presence and their workings in our lives and what's missing if we don't. And then Friday is Wellness Drop-In. We are here and we are going to talk tonight about what if you feel like you're doing all the things right, but nothing seems to be working. But before we get to that, let's release today, this week, all the stuff, emails, conversations, negativities, interactions that didn't serve us very well, any anxieties. And how do we do that? Simple breath work. I have hundreds of different types of breath work that I teach clients and we work on together that are very beneficial for many, many things. But this one that we do here live is very, very simple, and you can use it in various aspects of your life throughout your days to just release and be able to regulate yourself and find peace somewhere in your busy day, right? That's the whole point. So first, let's do our breath work. Remember, it's breathe in through your nose and then out slowly through your mouth. And when we breathe out, we do the hand motion to push everything away, to release, send it out into the universe to be destroyed. So let's do this together. Let's breathe in through our nose, out through the mouth, push everything away. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and push all of that stuff away, all the debris from today and this week. In through the nose, push everything out and clear, get everything out so that we can be in the moment together. Also, last night, I happened to think after I went off, we didn't do our closing mantra. So we always do an opening and a closing mantra in our live streams. Tonight, I won't forget the closing one. But our opening mantra is this. Let's say this together. And the opening mantra is called Rise in Light. And that's you. Rise in your light. We all have light. Maybe we haven't worked on and can't see it and can't understand it now. But if you work on it, you are light. Rise in light. I rise in truth. I breathe in healing. I walk in wholeness. I am perfectly imperfect and I evolve through love, light, and purpose. one more time and say it with me. I rise in truth, and say it with conviction. I rise in truth. I breathe in healing. I walk in wholeness. I am perfectly imperfect, and I evolve through love, light, and purpose. And then we put our hand over our hearts. We do the heart connection. We take a moment just to be silent for a minute, for a couple seconds, and use your inner voice and say, I'm connecting with my heart. So let's do that together. And use your regular breath. I connect with my heart. So now that we've cleared and we've connected and we've said our opening mantra, let's talk about tonight. So I ran across this a couple times this week. And I had two situations where this came to be. You're doing everything, you think you're doing everything right. You're doing all things right. You meditate, you journal, you take supplements, you're eating well, you pray. Maybe you even go to therapy. So then why are you still exhausted, overwhelmed, numb, or stuck? Type in the comments, or if you're listening to this in a video, type in the comment as well and say yes. And say one word as to how you feel. So yes, overwhelmed. Yes, still exhausted. Yes, still stuck. So when you really are trying and you really are doing things, some of the right things, right? And it still feels like it's not working. Let me tell you a big, big secret. It's not you. It's the missing alignment step. And I talk about this all the time. People heal in pieces, not as a whole. People try to heal in pieces, not as a whole. They do the mental work, maybe therapy. They do the emotional work. Maybe they do physical changes with supplements and diet. Maybe spiritual practices, but they don't bring them into alignment. Pieces don't heal the whole person. This is where the power of three comes in. The power of three, Ayurveda medicine, energy medicine, and herbal medicine work simultaneously together to heal the whole person. Energy medicine fixes the invisible before the visible. Your energy field affects your physical body. Stagnant energy, anxiety, burnout, chronic tension, leaks, blocks, cords, and trauma imprints. Why people get stuck, even as these things are the reason why people get stuck, even as they try to be positive. The healing impact of the power of three, energy medicine, Ayurveda medicine, and herbal medicine, and using them simultaneously to align the whole complex you. The healing impact of that is realignment, clearing, grounding, restoring vitality, and emotional release. This is why if you don't align and you don't address the whole you, this is why someone can eat clean and still feel terrible. Your energetic blueprint is off. For Ayurveda medicine, Your daily life has to match your design. Ayurveda equals the science of life. If your dosha is off, everything feels off. You can meditate for hours. You can be on the best diet. You can sleep a certain pattern. But if all of that rhythm does not support your body type, your dominant body type, healing doesn't hold. The healing impact of Ayurveda medicine is balancing the nervous system, digestion and detox pathways, opening those, mood regulation, sustainable routines to support you, body-based alignment. If we don't address this area, someone can journal every day and still feel overwhelmed. Their daily life is imbalanced. Now let's talk about herbal medicine, giving the body what the energy plus the Ayurveda unlocked. Herbal medicine works simultaneously to give the body what the energy and the Ayurveda unlock. So herbs support healing at the cellular level. Essential oils. If you study the science between the highest quality essential oils, the purest form, that's a big, big thing. Herbs and herbal support calm the nervous system, detox stuck energy, support emotional and hormonal balance, and it assists in bringing the body back to harmony. What's the healing impact of that? Deeper sleep, a steadier mood, reduced inflammation, trauma stored in tissue softens, body and mind reconnect. Herbs make the energy and Ayurveda work last. So most healing fails because people try to heal one layer at a time. My friends, real transformation happens when all three layers align: energy, body, and support. So energy medicine, Ayurveda medicine, and herbal medicine. That is how the power of three works. I have a question for you to think about, and please type your comments in the comment section or in the chat if you're with me here tonight. Where are you doing the work? Mind, body, soul, spirit? Second question, which area have you been ignoring? And the third question, what's one thing you know that you know is out of alignment? If you're feeling stuck, it's not your fault. You're not broken. You're just out of alignment, and alignment can be restored. And I invite you to come to Evolve Global 22 on the website and look at some of our offerings. There's many things there. And there's a lot of work on my YouTube channel. So the website is www.evolveglobal22usa.com. And you can go to find my YouTube channel. My handle is at Dr. Debbie, Debbii, Badawi, Badawi. You can book a session. You can enter into a program. You can come to these nightly live streams. These nightly live streams are completely free. Alignment, I cannot speak enough to how important alignment is and how important it is that you focus on all aspects of you, the mind, body, soul, and spirit. Once again, remember, if you're only addressing one layer, that cannot create a true alignment. And healing cannot be done. And if you feel better for a while, it is not sustainable. It can't last. I will tell you a personal story. So when I started my own journey, I was very resistant for some reason to meditation. And it took me a long time to be able to sit with myself. So I changed my entire eating habits, a lot of lifestyle changes. I was using herbs and essential oils. I was doing a lot of things right. And I felt better and I would feel better for a while. And then all of a sudden something would happen and I was not okay, whether it was emotionally, whether it was physically, whether it was spiritually, whatever. I would like, it seemed like I would just crash and burn. And the reason is because I wasn't in alignment with my body type, with my dominant body type. And then I wasn't in alignment with those 3 areas of how to address alignment to be able to support and sustain my own healing. And what does it look like? Well, everything's going fine. And then all of a sudden you're down, depressed, you're anxious. It creeps up again. Or all of a sudden you have digestion issues that you thought you had conquered. If you're trying to lose weight or gain weight or maintain weight, all of a sudden that becomes a great, great challenge. All of a sudden, if you pray or have done or do any other types of spiritual practices, suddenly they fall off to the wayside. And then all of a sudden it seems like things just keep getting worse. You're irritable, perhaps. You isolate yourself, perhaps. You are snappy when you normally wouldn't be. You're in tears over something very small and insignificant. You have a crisis and you can't handle it or manage it well or deal with it well. You're emotionally charged at various times. Maybe you break out in rashes. There's a whole host of things that happens when we're not in alignment. And that is why that's why I do the work that I do, because I know it. First of all, I learned it, I applied it to myself. And then I've worked with other people for them to apply it to them. And I have countless examples of clients that went through the same thing, my client friends, I call them, that went through the same thing. And they would say to me, I feel like nothing's working. I'm doing all of this and I feel like nothing's working. And then I find out that they either are doing something that's not in alignment with them, or they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing that knocks them out of alignment, or they're doing a lot of work in what they eat, for example, and they're neglecting the energy work. So there's a lot there, being, using all 3 areas and focusing on the alignment of the whole you and walking into your wholeness is walking into your power. And when I finally sat down to figure out how I had accomplished what I had accomplished, that's when the power of 3 was born. And I bring that to you. Now, I want you to really consider this. Tonight's live stream is not going to be long. It's something you can listen to quickly because I try to keep most of the live streams that way. But think about it. You have to address the whole you. And all I am saying is let's have a conversation about that. You can reach out to me and contact me and we can have a conversation. But just focusing on one layer is not going to heal anybody. It might make you feel a little better for a while, but it's not true healing. And that's why it's not sustainable. So it's not you. It's just that you haven't come to the place where you're addressing the whole you from each area. Energy healing, energy medicine, Ayurveda medicine, and your body and what you put in your body and lifestyle practices and aligning that properly with your dominant body type, and then the herbal support and aligning that with everything. That way you are addressing the whole you and you can truly be aligned. So think about that. Think about that because it's really important. And it's important to you. And just sitting back and saying nothing is working, nothing is working, nothing is working. Well, if nothing is working, we have to change something, whether it be in our thinking, our approach, our actions, our knowledge, whatever it is, we have to change something and we have to find the answer because there is an answer. And the answer is alignment. Now, the question is, how do you do that? I have how to do that. Reach out because you are not broken. You just need some support, guidance, and help. So that's all I wanted to come on and talk to tonight, but we want to launch forward into this weekend. And I want you to take one thing with you. You are not behind. You are not off track. You are evolving in real time. So I actually, hold on, let me find my notes here. And I was thinking of these words, and I actually wrote a spoken word poem that I want to leave you with tonight. As we move into the weekend, I want you to take one thing with you. You are not behind. You are not off track. You are evolving in real time. This weekend, give yourself permission to rest without guilt, healing without rushing, dream without limits. Do one small thing that launches you forward, not in hustle, but in alignment. Maybe it's a breath, a moment of silence, a walk, a journal entry, or simply choosing peace over pressure. Let this weekend be the soft reset your soul has been asking for, a gentle return to yourself, your truth, your rhythm, your light. I love you all. Have a blessed, beautiful, light-filled weekend. And remember, you are evolving into wholeness every single day. And with that, we are going to end with our closing mantra. I honor my journey. I release what no longer serves me. I am energy. I am light. I am love. Together we heal. Together we evolve. Endless peace and blessings be to all of you. Thank you for spending the week with me, and have a great weekend ahead.